Needs to shrug off his hair. That led to Orlando taking all 3 points. The back three, they're not the biggest, but they're good on the ball and they'll play out. Nagby and Morse help make this team the best in MLS for possession. It'll be a good battle to see him come up against Darlington Nagby. Shaqiri in the number 10 role, he needs to connect with Koutsias. The Greek striker hasn't scored in 4 months.
And another raucous atmosphere in Ohio. Away we go. The top scorers in Major League Soccer. In front of him is Rossi, who hit number 50 in MLS at the weekend. Nice 1-2. Rossi is through. He's past the keeper almost as well. Chris Brady may have just done enough to put him off. Yunus Maracci is the VAR official. This is what he's looking at.
Look, as it goes through. That's tough. That's difficult. Is Rossi already going to ground? He extends it. It looked as though from the initial angle.
The question is, the referee, though, is going to be asked to take another look at this, Izmir Pekmic, and I'm just leaning and suspecting he might be pointing to the spot imminently, but it's his decision.
It's as though he's going to be going the other side to get a tap in, but he reaches there. That could be a penalty. Initially, I thought Rossi was going to ground, but from what we've seen there, the contact.
It's a penalty. To step up. 2 for 2 on spot kicks this season in front of the Nordeca. This to get Columbus off to the perfect start. It's Cucho right-footed. It's Columbus 1-up at home.
Is sent to ground with the contact when the ball goes the other side of Brady. And Cucho steps up from 12 yards away, make no mistake. He's a man in form right now. Just wonder, Cucho Hernandez, was he offside?
This is flicked over the top. It's Yeboah's pace. He's in behind. Yeboah to go for 2. And this is going to be another penalty. And another yellow card.
But for me, it's not enough for a red card.
But wow, he's going to go and have a look at the screen. And so things could go from bad to worse. This is a long walk, and it appears Chicago don't lose a player. Columbus with a chance for 2. It's Cucho at the double, and in 15 minutes. Russell with the delivery. High one, Cucho's there. It's a hat-trick. Inside 23 minutes, Cucho Hernandez is firing Columbus towards the postseason.
In Columbus crew land right now as the hat-trick comes about so quickly as Cucho Hernandez, he rises the better of 2 Chicago Fire players as a slight deflection. Brady needs to be doing better. No, there's a little bit of a deflection. No, Morris is in an offside position, but for me, he doesn't affect Brady whatsoever.
Ready by Jimenez, he's going to win it back, and he's going to have a sight of goal, and he blazes it wide.
Oh, this doesn't miss by much. Jimenez gets the other side of Morris, and he catches all of this.
Morris has made a late run into the box. Back for Moreira. Nagby, pressure coming from behind, he felt it, Cucho, and he shoots, good save from Brady to deny Cucho, and Columbus a fourth.
This is wonderful technique. Ball bounces up, it's at a good height for Cucho, but look how he just starts on top of the ball and comes across, down through it.
Wonderful venue. Farsi. There's a little standing around going on at the moment and looking at what's happening. And then it's Cucho, and it was so close to a fourth. Ripples the side netting.
Back heel. It's in the wrong area, puts his team under it again. Little step over from Farsi. Great awareness as Cucho, you would say, needs to be tucking that in, or at least testing Brady, given the run of form he's on, the confidence that he's feeling. Just wraps around.
And they're all behind the leader. as this is Rossi making a great run forward and just putting the shot wide. Set up by Moreira.
Boys, Rossi just drags this wide. It's disappointing. So he would want to add to his tally. Just cuts across it too much. Hasn't reached the heights here in Chicago like he did for Philadelphia Union. It's been a bit of a disappointment.
Moreira's overlap. And there's Rossi. It's a great save from Chris Brady. The teenager turns it behind for a corner.
Wonderful run, the overlapping. That's Moreira, one of your centre backs. Does Rossi get contact?
Here's Shaqiri. He's been at the centre of the few bright spots there have been, but that's a low point for him because he goes into the book. It's a second yellow. It's a red card. And Chicago's night just got worse.
The temperament of the game hasn't been hotly contested. Yeah, the touch gets away from him. He's reaching for it. Stands a bit. Catches a bit on the ankle. Yeah, from that, seeing it a little bit more. Can understand why that second booking he does catch. Right on the ankle of Camacho. It's a little more nasty than what I originally thought.
In the Western Conference, two teams vying for the postseason. Madranda flicking this forward for Ramirez, laid off for the volley, and Molino puts it just wide.
Ramirez just stays centrally, just sets it down. Ramirez means that touch. Molino steps onto it.
Their Columbus Crew, because tonight they've clinched a place in the Audi MLS Cup playoffs on a night where we've all seen a little piece of Major League Soccer history from Cucho Hernandez.